Speaking of a bag, do you guys see these offers Caitlin Clark's getting following her college career?
I did see that. So Caitlin Clark was offered. She's being offered. She was offered $5 million to play 10 games in the Big 3 League by Ice Cube. Everybody was kind of on Ice Cube's ass about that, saying that he had never offered a black female player any money or that type of money to play.
Why is that?
But everything has to go to race. But he did employ the first female coach. I think it's she won.
I think Ice Cube cares about black people.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. She won her first year in the Big 3. Her team won. And then Dave Portnoy, he doubled that and said he would pay Caitlin Clark $10 million to play on the Barstool intramural team.
That's so insulting.
Dave gonna keep his name. Dave is like Kanye and
to play Frank the Tank.
If his name is kind of not in the algorithms, high in the algorithms, he gonna find a way to insert himself.
And has money to play with, where he knows it's probably not going to be a thing, but now he's in.
But they know they can entertain it. Like
when Ice Cube was for real,
yeah,
like, I'll pay you $5 million.
Dave is now. Dave will probably. I'm not saying he wouldn't give her $10 million.
I think he would.
I think he would.
No, he just knows that this wouldn't be a thing. That
he knows
she
that
would
Caitlin
accept.
is not taking $10 million to play on the Barstool intramural team. But the interesting part about this is, as we know, the highest paid WNBA players make less than $100,000 in a season,
which is sick
to play 40 games.
Yeah, that's wild.
So now you're looking at $5 million to play 10 games in the Big 3.
$10 million. How often does the Barstool Intramural League meet?
Every Sundays at West 4th.
Yeah, I might take that 10.
I'm taking that fucking 10, man.
I think I could play in the WNBA, Ice Cube's Big 3, and then also meet every Sunday at West 4th.
But that's what this is.
The highest paid player in the WNBA makes $242,000
a year.
Yeah,
just their salary to play in the league. I'm sure with endorsements and other things.
Highest paid player.
That sounds about right, though.
Yeah, the year.
Okay.
There's a handful of players over 200,000.
And I did see some back and forth about Ice Cube being praised for this, and a lot of people that are in the WNBA are saying like he's not here to care about women's basketball. It's just a business move.
Yeah.
That's how you promote your league.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was looking at Ice Cube to be the head of the WNBA. I mean, he made a business move that he should have made.
It's just people have a bitter taste in their mouth towards Ice Cube ever since he sat down, or he tried to sit down. Well, no, he did sit down with Donald Trump.
And he sat with Tucker.
I think niggas forgot about that. I really think it's the
niggas ain't no. Niggas did not. Anytime Ice Cube says something, that is, you go in the comments. That is the first thing niggas are saying.
But I'm talking about the people who are giving him pushback about this are mainly WNBA players, and I think it's because they're tired. They're kind of tired of Caitlin Clark, WNBA players and girls that are in like her league. I think they're kind of tired of the Caitlin Clark hype. They kind of feel like she's
hype. She's fucking balling.
Women are their biggest haters of themselves.
And men do the same thing. We just spent hours talking about the Big 3 hating on each other.
They don't hate each other.
Like we were saying, I think motherfuckers just kind of like, hey, she's not the only talented female.
But I don't think that's what like. She shoots out the fucking gym.
She's averages 32 points a game. She's broken every single record.
I hate that we have to use this comparison, but the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing. I know Angel Reese is not the best college women's player, but she's up there. She's top 10.
The best.
The way she plays is she's like a great fucking role player. Like she's not entertainment where she just shoots out the fucking gym or dunks on people or like she's just a great basketball player. Caitlin Clark stands at half court and pulls up. Like that's entertainment. Yeah. She plays like Steph plays where
Caitlin Clark is.
We can't wait to just go watch somebody shoot it out the gym.
She's a generational talent. Yeah, that's just what it is. She's her Juju. Like these are women that you're not going to see often, and you got to enjoy them while you have them.
That's what we say about a lot of women.
Well, yeah, that part.
Oh, they're playing in Albany. The second leg, LSU and Iowa are playing in Albany this weekend. Or this week.
Do you want to drive up there or something?
You guys want to do it? We can go to dinner with my parents?
No,
you don't want to do dinner with my parents?
I was maybe smoke with your pops. I could definitely smoke.
All right, see, look, you don't support women. That's could I would love to go to these games. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Honestly.
Last year's tournament was better than the men's tournament.
This year's tournament is better than the men's tournament. I've been watching all these games. They're incredible.
Thanks to women like Caitlyn. Thanks to women like Juju. These exciting players, these generational talented players that are now in women's college. This is why the ratings are up. This is why women's basketball is in good hands, because you have these type of players. Caitlin Clark is just, I mean, you know, players can hate on her if she want. The girl, she can fucking hoop.
I mean, these matchups are
Demaris,
exciting.
let me ask you just a question.
I do not speak for all women.
I know, but we're just having the conversation because you had brought this up. Does she not raise the value of women if she takes a $5 million deal with the big three rather than having to just conform to the WNBA that clearly has not cared that much about women because it's owned by the NBA?
Yeah,
the NBA does not give a fuck about the WNBA. It's cool. They play in the Staples Center. Whoa. They are not putting any money into it. We've had plenty of conversations, even back at the old Sirius studio, of like, y'all are not putting marketing dollars into this. Y'all are not getting brand ambassadors the way other companies are. If I'm Caitlin Clark and I know my value, I'm not going to feel obligated to just go to the WNBA because that's where women are supposed to go. Now I'm going to raise the fucking value of my talent level and women because as we know now, $200,000 is all a woman's worth when it comes to basketball.
Okay. So
now I go to Ice Cube to raise women are worth $5 million and look at the return of investment here.
I get what you're saying, but it ain't gonna work like that because, like you said, Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. So no, all women are not going to be as talented as Caitlin. But if Caitlin goes to the WNBA, the same way that in the league that she's in now, more people pay attention and ratings go up. So now you might be watching for Caitlin, but you might see, oh no, that girl over there, she the undercard, she balling too. She might be next up. Or this one, oh, okay, shit, she getting it in too. It draws more attention to the WNBA. Now, am I saying that Caitlin this doesn't fall on Caitlin's shoulders. She should do what's best for her. What people are saying is, why are you trying to take our biggest talent that we have and take her away from bringing greatness to the WNBA or bringing attention, bringing all these ratings that she's been bringing to the college game?
That's not what it is.
I know that
because she would still play in the WNBA. Yeah. They're just saying in the off season because a lot of the women in the WNBA have to go overseas to still make money to play in like tournaments over in Europe and different countries, and
they can't even smoke weed there.
Right. Ice Cube is saying, "Fuck doing that. Come to the Big Three. Here's $5 million. It's 10 games. I think that's what the season is in the Big Three.
Yep.
Here's $5 million. Take this bag. You'll be playing with former NBA players, right? You'll be the first woman to actually play against former NBA players, and we want you to knock the door down to possibly bring in other WNBA talent to come play in the Big Three, which is a summer tournament basically. It's in the summer.
Oh, okay. Well, knowing that, then yeah, there shouldn't be any complaints. I think people
are just mad that he offered a white girl the first bag like that instead of a black girl. I think that's what it all comes.
Well, what other player would he have offered that to?
WNBA?
No, not WNBA. Just I guess
within the Big Three's existence, which has been what, 5 years?
Something like that, close to 5. 4.
Anything that would really shift, really move the needle?
Longer than that?
No. I'm saying I'm answering Roy's question. Like what other
women basketball player would move the needle the way this woman would?
But that's what I'm saying. The thing is, and that's what people were saying. The thing is, Caitlin Clark is such a big name, one of the biggest names in sports right now. So they're looking at like Ice Cube is taking this opportunity to try to attach his brand. But my thing is like, okay, what's wrong with that?
And also,
he's offering a woman a bag in the off season to play in the Big Three instead of having to go overseas to make money.
What are you going to put Angel Reese in the paint with him? That's where she plays
with Lamar Odom or whoever the fuck else.
Like Caitlin can just stay in the perimeter and just try to set some picks and just be lights out.
Well, I don't know if you want to set a pick on any of those former NBA players.
No, set picks for Caitlin.
Oh, set a pick.
I believe
so she could have an open shot.
Okay,
I believe she made an NIL deals alone this year, $1.3 million.
Yeah,
so she's doing all right financially.
She's gonna have endorsements. She's gonna have her own,
more than that.
She's gonna have her own shoe. She's gonna make a lot of money. But $5 million for 10 games.
I mean,
it's hard to frown at that. Is all I'm saying.
I hope Ice Cube's deal, whether it's taken or not, does awaken the commissioner of the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that
there's people out here that could offer these women this type of money.
They don't know that they have this generational talent. Of course, they're aware they have that, but they better handle it with fucking care, because you could really start your league now.
And not only
this
that,
could be something that matters. The way we've been watching the last tournament and this one with NCAA women. Like, bro, this is your time to make the WNBA work.
Not only that, for somebody with a league like the Big Three, which is not as big as the WNBA, obviously, but for somebody that owns and runs that league in Ice Cube, to offer a woman that type of money for 10 games, that means the WNBA got that money to start paying these players that type of money.
Oh, for sure.
They really don't.
Because if Ice Cube has that to pay her, to offer her,
but the
Big Three league,
the NBA is a subsidiary of the WNBA is a subsidiary of the NBA. The WNBA is not profitable. The NBA is losing money every time they put more money into the WNBA. That's why they're not putting a lot of money into it.
They have the, and they
what
are,
I'm saying
is not profitable.
But
that's a fact.
But the NBA is not in the red. They can afford to pay the players that they're paying, and they can afford to pay these women.
When we had a conversation at the Sirius studio years ago about this, the NBA is not putting the money in now. Be in the red for a few years so you can build a league. At one point, we were talking about like when Meg was doing brand ambassador shit. Like, why are you not making, when the female rap scene is taking over, why are they not brand ambassadors?
Houston,
why are they not? Like, why is this woman rapper not the face of the Liberty? Why is she not curating the halftime shows? Why is she not bringing in socials? Like, NBA has the money to be in the red for 10 years to try to make this league worth something. That's all we were really trying to say with that. They have the bread to try to make this league actually profitable eventually. And now you have Caitlin Clark. Like, all of us are going to watch that shit.
Use her ass like for
jersey wise. You're not going to be in the red.
Caitlin and Juju, they're going to be the biggest names in the WNBA for the foreseeable future. And there's other WNBA stars as well, but it's going to be Caitlin Clark and Juju. That's going to be the top of, as far as the names, bringing in endorsements. Getting more eyes on women's basketball. So I mean, I think it's a very interesting time. I think the position of women's basketball is changing. I think it's growing. Obviously, women's college basketball is probably more watched than men's college basketball at this point. Definitely in the tournament for sure.
No.